Yo, what's up guys, it's Goblin here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, we're going to be playing in the new season with the new hero. I'm going to show you guys some decks which in my opinion are insane. But before hopping into the matches, as always, when a new season starts, I do want to remind you guys that if you would like to support me, and I really do appreciate it, you can use my credit code Surgical Goblin in the item shop from Clash Royale, but also any other Supercell games. So starting with deck number 1 here, this deck has actually been quite popular already for the last couple of metas. I feel like many people use it with the Ice Wizard like Muhammad Light does. Then I've seen some people use it with the Delivery instead of the Barbell, and then with the Hero Musketeer. In today's video we're going to be using it with the Hero Wizard, which in my opinion is very strong, but it does really depend on the situation. I feel like in certain situations the ability doesn't really add any more value, especially when it's a one-on-one situation against certain ranged troops, for example against the Musketeer one-on-one. It doesn't really help. For example, on offense in certain situations it can be helpful, but not the best either. I don't know, I feel like it's very situational for sure. Okay, we're facing Royal Giant here. We do have to be careful because this Royal Giant is definitely gonna get quite some damage, but the good thing is that he spent so much elixir. He just spent 14 elixir on offense. Let's see if we can punish him by going Royal Hogs here in front of the Wizard. If he does drop something on top of the Wizard like a ground unit, then we could pop the ability. Like for example here, I feel like it's very worth it because look at what's happening. He is gonna actually activate the King Tower. Okay, I did not expect that to happen. Was it worth it? Yes, because look at all the troops. They're actually all gone. Like the guards are gone, the Inferno Dragon is gone. I didn't expect it to activate the King Tower. That's actually kind of funny, but I don't think it's gonna matter, or I don't think it's gonna hurt us that much in the long run. So let's set up a Goblin Hut here already. Let's kind of wait and see what the opponent is gonna do. He's gonna try and snipe it with a Dart Goblin. Let's quickly go with a Ghost right here to take care of it. He's probably gonna go mini pack on top. We can have the Skeletons ready, and I'm gonna have the Wizard possibility ready in case he does go with the Royal Giant. So let's, I think, first go with Skeletons as soon as the mini packer crosses the bridge. If he does go with Royal Giant, then we're gonna have to go with Wizard plus something else, and he is gonna go with Royal Giant, but he's actually gonna go with it right side. And I think we can have enough time to go with a Goblin Hut here. Okay, we're not gonna quite get it down on time. Anyways, I think it was a good defense. Yeah, E-Spirit wasn't even necessary. Wizard Loki has a really good DPS, like it actually deals a good amount of damage. And do I need to think, or do I need to potentially pop the ability here? I don't think so. Like for example, in that situation, I don't really think it's worth it. Like for example, there, would it really add something? The tower anyways is gonna shoot it even if it's in the air. Like I think it is very, yeah, kind of situational. Okay, let's have the lightning ready. I think this lightning is definitely gonna be worth it because we're gonna hit and the tower and the Dark Goblin. And we're gonna kill the mini pickup for only 6 elixir, bringing the left side tower down already to 624 HP. And that is the beautiful thing about this deck, is that it has a really solid defense, but at the same time I feel like the offense is also very, very strong with the Royal Hogs, with the Ghost, with the Lightning. Look at the defense we have been doing against the Royal Giant. Goes to snipe the Dark Goblin. Inferno Dragon is always scary to deal with, but I don't think it's gonna get any value. And just like that, I think we just won the match already. He does have Fireball, so he might be able to defend the Royal Hogs without losing the tower, but even a couple of hits would already put it in lightning range. Lightning does 415 if I'm not wrong. We can hold it. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not working, but in this case I think we got it, guys. Imagine he lightning blocks and he somehow takes our tower afterwards. That was kind of scary. I think his only way of lightning blocking was with guards, but it would have been a possibility, so I should have maybe waited a little bit. First defend it, then go with the lightning. But anyways, I didn't really expect him to go for a lightning block. So very nice way to start today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys found any deck with the Hero Wizard and you're like, yo Serge, you have to try out this deck with the Hero Wizard. It's super fun, super strong. I would love to, yeah, hear your thoughts. Maybe try it out myself later, or even in the near future for a video. Okay, 3 Musketeers first play. That is kind of annoying, especially because we didn't have the lightning available, but I think here we should be fine. Let's go with Skeletons like this. Let's go with a Barbell here. I'm gonna go with an E-Spirit here to try and distract everything as well. I'm gonna make sure to go Ghost on top of the Musketeer instead of going on top of the Valkyrie. This way at least we know that the Musketeer is gonna go down. Ghost is also unfortunately gonna go down, but we are gonna secure, I would say, a pretty solid defense considering we didn't have our big spell and he went 3 Musketeer first play. So looking interesting, his deck. He has Valkyrie, he has Skeletons, he has 3 Musketeers. I don't know what spell he's gonna be running, so I'm just gonna go with Royal Hogs right here, and he has 4 Musketeers. Okay, that is very interesting. So he has 3 Musketeers and the Hero Musketeer. I think this guy's favorite card might be the Musketeer. I might be wrong, but if I would have to take a guess, I think it might be the Musketeer. Okay, anyways, let's Psycho Electro Spirit here in the back. Let's go with a Ghost here as well. He might try and go for a turret. If he does, I think the Ghost plus maybe a Barbell would have been enough. And he is gonna have the Valkyrie there as well. Okay, so Valkyrie, Fireball, 4 Musketeers, Royal Hogs himself as well. Not looking like an easy matchup, but at the same time, our defense is so solid, guys. Like, I feel like if we play solid defense, we will eventually get the damage. We will eventually, slowly but surely, get something going. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep under pressure. Whenever he doesn't have Valkyrie and Fireball and Cycle, Royal Hogs at the bridge is such a good play. And look at that, guys. That is a really good moment for us to go with Royal Hogs. Always important to keep track of your opponent's cycle. He's probably expecting like, okay, I just took a lot of damage. I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna get a lot of damage myself as well. It's not gonna be the case. With the Fireball, he is gonna get some of the Royal Hogs to the tower. I don't really want to panic. I just want to focus on going offensively again. So let's go with E-Spirit. Let's go with Royal Hogs right here as well. Since he has the Evil Valkyrie, they are flying, so it's not gonna like instantly affect them. And look at the damage, guys. That is already gonna be tower down on the right side. Trust me, this deck is personally one of my favorites right now. Hero Wizard fits well in it, and I feel like in general this deck is just really, really solid. Okay, let's go with the lightning. Let's see if we can hit all the Musketeers instead of hitting the Valkyrie. Beautiful lightning right there. And that is pretty much gonna be a good game. Even though he goes with Royal Hogs or something else, we can go with a Goblin Hut here. If he goes left side lane, we have an E-Spirit plus Ghost. We can go with, I think he's gonna go Royal Hogs, right? Let's go with E-Spirit here. Let's go with a Wizard as well. Beautiful value with the Barbell. I think that is already gonna clean up pretty much all the Royal Hogs. We are gonna take a little bit of damage, but look at our towers. We have a lot of HP left. We can definitely tank some of the damage. Let's go with a Ghost. Let's go with the E-Spirit prediction for the Skeletons. Let's go with Royal Hogs. Anyways, I think the opponent realizes that it's a little bit too late for him to still have a chance in this match, and we are gonna secure another victory. So I didn't mention it before, but we're gonna be playing with 3 different decks in total, and with each deck I'm gonna be playing 2 matches. So for example, here we started today's video 2-0 with the Royal Hogs deck. Now we're gonna switch to deck number 2, play 2 matches, and then at the end of today's video we're gonna switch to the last deck. So deck number 2 is this really classic old school Hog Rider Valkyrie deck. This deck always has been played with the Executioner, but I feel like the Wizard can actually replace him pretty well. And it's gonna open up an evolution slot. Like for example, now we have the Evil Ice Spirit, which is not necessarily the best evolution, but it's definitely helpful in certain situations. And I feel like the Hero Wizard just fits well with the Evil Valkyrie, with the Tornado. And I feel like the combo of Wizard plus Hog Rider is a very old school combination. Like sometimes you can go Hog Rider if you know that they have, I don't know, minions or anything like that. And ooh, that's a nice rocket. I'm definitely gonna take that rocket. 645 plus hitting the tower. I would say it's worth it any time of the day. Okay, do need to be careful. He has the boss bandit. I think I'm gonna go with a Valkyrie like this. Let's wait a little bit to see what he's gonna do. If he does end up killing our Valkyrie, if he goes for another ability, okay, I think now he has no abilities left. What we can try and do is activate the King Tower here. So I'm gonna go Ice Spirit to tank the dash, then I'm gonna go with a Nado, and that should be an easy activation. No damage taken, and it's definitely gonna help us out for the rest of the match. So let's go with Goblins right here. I'm gonna make sure to lock as well, because I don't know if the Ram, I think the Ram Rider gets a connection, right? I don't play with Goblins that much anymore, so I don't know each interaction. I know that, for example, Goblins Ice Spirit can counter Hog Rider, Goblins Ice Spirit can counter, I think, a Ram Rider as well, but we didn't have the Ice Spirit available, so that is why I went with the lock, just to make sure. He's actually gonna snowball the King Tower, which I guess makes sense because he already got a little bit of damage on the King Tower there. Okay, let's go with a Valkyrie left side lane. Let's have the Wizard ready here. So I think I'm gonna cycle Wizard high. I believe that his spell is going to be Vines, so we need to be careful with that, but I think we should be fine here. No need for us to pop ability. Nice, perfect, really good calculation. And let's go with a Hog Rider here as well. Okay, so he does have the boss bandit. I think Hog Rider here still should be able to get a little bit of damage. Let's go with ability here, making sure that the boss bandit is not gonna instantly dash on top. And let's have the Goblins ready as well. Okay, Goblins like this. Let's go with a Ice Spirit here off to the side as well, and a Valkyrie directly on top of both the Executioner and the Boss Bandit. I think that should be enough. Do need to be careful here with the Boss Bandit. Let's actually go with a Wizard like this. I think Wizard here should be able to at least kill the Boss Bandit, Goblins as well. And we are gonna take the Ram Rider shot, but honestly, that was still an okay defense in my opinion, considering all the troops he had on the field right there. Okay, Wizard's actually gonna stay alive. I probably should have gone with Hog Rider 1 second earlier. I guess it's still okay though. Let's go with the Ice Spirit here as well. And I might have to go for a Rocket here on defense. Yeah, definitely gonna go for a Rocket. Let's go with a Valkyrie here down below as well, just to make sure we don't take the Boss Bandit damage. And man, this is kind of scary, guys. Okay, Goblins like this. Let's go with a lock here on defense as well. He spent quite some elixir there. We can go in for a Hog Rider plus Ice Spirit to freeze any potential mini pack or something else. He has guards as well. Okay, so first time he played the guards. I believe he didn't show them before. And I think that is pretty much his entire deck. He has Snowball, Barbell, He has the boss bandit mini pack as well. We do need to be careful with the boss bandit mini pack combo. I feel like if we don't have goblins in Psycho in a certain situation, that could get a lot of damage. Let's go with Ice Spirit here as well. Wizard is getting so much damage. Ah, he has the lightning. Okay, so wait, does he not have Vine Spell? I thought that he played it before. I guess he didn't even play it yet. Okay, nice. We might be able to... No, I should have done it a little bit earlier. If I did that a little bit earlier, Hog Rider would have been able to get so much damage. Still a nice NATO though. Honestly, that was not a bad NATO. If I did it 1 second earlier, I think we would have been able to take the tower potentially there already. Let's Psycho Wizard. He does have lightning. What I'm thinking about doing is going with a Hog Rider when he doesn't really expect it. So let's go with a Hog Rider right now. He might go for the lightning. Let's go with a Valkyrie here. Hog Rider. If it gets one shot, I think that's tower, right? Yeah, that is actually rocket range. Very nice game. Kind of a scary matchup in the way that he has a lot of cards which can be scary. Like the boss bandit is one of those cards which I personally don't enjoy facing at all. Mini P.E.K.K.A. hero. Then of course the defense he had was pretty solid as well. I feel like we played that really solid overall, but always a matchup you need to be careful with. So very nice first W with this Hog Rider deck. Let's hop into game number 2. After this match we're gonna switch to the last deck of today's video. And by the way, thank you guys all so much for all the support on the season end videos. I know that you guys love it, but it's just so nice to see all the comments, all the positive feedback. It really does mean a lot to me, so thank you guys so much for the support. And by the way, a play with Wizard I've seen some people do is go Wizard here and then instantly pop the ability so it starts flying and then it's gonna like cross the bridge. Like for example here, you can snipe a building, you can snipe a Goblin hut. Was it really worth it in this situation? Maybe not, but I just really wanted to kind of show it to you guys. Okay, this is looking scary. How are we gonna defend this? I think we're gonna have to go like Ice Spirit here, NATO this to the King Tower, go with a Valkyrie on top of the guards, and then Goblin's last second here on top of the Goblinstein. Was it a good defense? Not the best, but not the worst either. Honestly, that is okay for us. I'm gonna lock this Dart Golem because it is gonna stay alive. I don't want to risk taking more damage after we already took quite some damage. What is he using, guys? Mega Knight, Goblin Hut, Goblinstein, Dart Goblin guards. Oh, he has the Ram Rider. Okay, I'm gonna try and go Ram Rider here. Last second freezing it right before it hits the tower, but the King Tower can also help take care of it. For only 1 elixir, that was a pretty solid defense, I would say. And the Hog Rider here is unfortunately gonna get countered by the Goblin Hut, but at least we're not in that bad of a situation. I don't know, I feel like it could have been worse. What do you guys think? I mean, strange matchup here. He definitely has a deck I did not expect facing. Goblinstein, as I said before, Mega Knight, strange cards. You don't see it combined that often. We need to be careful though, because we don't have a building. Mega Knight is always an annoying card to face when playing Hog Rider. I feel like we need to be very careful with how we play this matchup. Okay, we did get the King Tower activated, so that is always nice. Let's go with the Goblins here towards the left side just to Psycho. He is gonna go Mega Knight on top of that. I think we can just go Valkyrie here. Honestly, Valkyrie should be able to take care of that pretty nicely. And let's go with Ice Spirit here. Okay, Ice Spirit, let's go with Goblins up high. Let's go with a Wizard here off to the side. Mega Knight is getting a lot of damage, but honestly, it's on a tower. We didn't take any damage yet, so I think it's okay. And we should, I would say, try to lock this. Okay, lock right side. Can the Hog Rider somehow break through? Man, he has a solid defense. Like, honestly, his defense is actually really solid. Okay, does he have a big spell, though? That is a real question as well. If he doesn't have a big spell, our Wizard should be able to get a lot of value. Okay, let's go like Valkyrie here. Let's go with lock as well. We need to try and make sure that we take care of this the best way possible. But man, the Ram Rider is still quite healthy. Is it gonna get a connection? It is gonna get a connection. Look at the Wizard though. Okay, Wizard did also get a little bit of damage, but I think this might be the first loss of today's video, guys. Okay, let's wait. He's probably gonna go Mega Knight, right? I think he's expecting us to go in right here. Let's see if we can maybe... Okay, is he gonna go Ram Rider here? Man, this is not looking good. I think we just lost, guys. Unless, wait, the Hog Rider is getting a lot of damage though. Wait. Okay, we still have a chance. Unless he has a lightning, but lightning is not enough yet though. Okay. Nice. Goblins here. Hog Rider is gonna make it through, and oh my god, we are gonna secure the victory. I don't know why that guy went Mega Knight at the bridge. I think if he would not have gone Mega Knight at the bridge, would have been really hard for us to break through. we were able to secure that victory somehow. What a strange deck by him, by the way. Goblin Stein is super annoying for us because we don't have a building. And then in general, his defense with the Goblin Hut, with the Mega Knight evolution, a bunch of bait cards as well, was very annoying. Luckily for us, he didn't have a spell. So the Barbell, his only spell, it's very good for us because of course we have Goblins, we have the Wizard, we have a lot of troops where you kind of need a spell for. So last but not least, we have this Royal Giant Cycle deck. Royal Giant with the Wizard was already a very popular combo back in the days when the Evo Wizard came out. Now with the Hero Wizard, I feel like it's great. The play I showed you guys before, with the Wizard in the middle and then popping the ability, I feel like with Royal Giant especially, that is a really strong combination. Because let's say you have a Royal Giant Monk push coming. You know that he has like, let's say an Inferno Tower, a cannon, whatever building he has. You can just go Wizard, send him flying, and then it's gonna take care of the building quite easily. Especially if you combine it with like a Fireball or something else, or the Royal Giant Shot. Some buildings go down very, very quickly. Okay, I'm not sure what he's using, but I'm gonna go Wizard kind of high here, just to try and DPS down the Valkyrie, maybe force out something. He's gonna go with Poison. Let's go with Ability here. Ability is worth it because we're gonna end tank a little bit of more damage with the Valkyrie, allowing the Wizard to take care of it, and we're just gonna reflect some shots on top of the tower, which in my opinion is always worth it for only 1 elixir. Okay, very aggressive play right here. He's gonna have Graveyard, Vine Spell as well. Wow, this guy is definitely really, really aggressive. Let's see if we can punish him for being so aggressive right now. I'm actually gonna go Royal Giant right side. Why do I go Royal Giant right side? Because the Monk alone, you guys are gonna see if he focused too much on top of the Royal Giant, the Monk alone by itself is already really annoying. So let's go with the last second ability. Oh, I should have waited, or should have done a little bit earlier. I waited too long. I guess it's still fine though. Let's go with a Barbell here. Hopefully the Barbell can take care of some of the Goblins. I'm thinking to activate the King Tower. Let's see if we can pull it off, guys. Hopefully that activates the King Tower. I think it does, right? Yeah, it is gonna. Nice, beautiful. Okay, so against Graveyard, if you activate the King Tower, it is so helpful. Still need to be careful with the Vine Spell. Vine Spell can trap, can kind of freeze both the King Tower and the Princess Tower, but honestly, activating the King Tower is so huge for us here. Okay, what is he gonna be doing? Is he gonna go switch lanes? Is he gonna try and... Okay, he is gonna switch lanes here. I need to be careful with the Vine Spell. Let's go with the E-Spirit. With the King Tower activated, you guys are gonna see that we don't really need to drop much more. Just in case he does go with the Vine Spell, we can always have the Barbell ready. But if he doesn't, we should just, yeah, let it be. Okay, let's go Skeletons here. Let's wait a little bit. He's gonna have the Evil Valkyrie. Let's see if we can snipe it. With the Fisherman, Skeletons on the left side are gonna be stacking up a little bit. Maybe on top of the Goblin Hut. There you go. Nice Skeletons. Royal Giant still alive as well. He's forced to go with a Vine Spell defensively. Still takes 1 hit, and I'm just gonna go in again, guys. We have a quick cycle, even though we do have the Wizard, even though we do have the Monk, double 5 elixir cost. Support troops, I think we can still cycle and pressure very well. Let's go with a Wizard up high here. I'm gonna make sure to go with ability as well. Ability in this situation is very helpful, very nice, and that should be a good game. NATO even takes care of the Furnace, even though it didn't completely hit it. The NATO does have some damage, like we activated the King Tower before. Okay, I think that is 2 Fireballs away if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Fireball does 300, so we should be able to just cycle back to a Fireball quite easily. We do have to be careful here with this push, but we have a very quick cycle. We can go with E-Spirit, Fisherman here last second, and our towers are very healthy. Like, we can even tank a little bit of damage if necessary. Solid defense with the King Tower activated. It's very difficult for the opponent here to get some damage. So he starts crying. He's gonna give us a good game. Very well played to him, but that was a, I would say, good matchup for us, and the interaction we had with the Fisherman activating the King Tower with the Valkyrie was just game changing. At that point, I feel like we pretty much win the match already. I don't know, it's strange to say that, but I feel like activating the King Tower against Graveyard is just so helpful. Okay, let's go with a Monk same lane. Even though Monk can't reflect against the Phoenix, I just want to make sure that if he does go with like a Giant or something, we have something cycled in that lane. Let's go with a Wizard here up high. And oh, he has Phoenix, Electro Dragon. What is this going to be? I have a feeling it might be like E-Golem or something like that. Yeah, with the healer. Oh my god, is this gonna be Elixir Golem, guys? I think it might be, to be honest. Let's wait a little bit to see what he is gonna do. I feel like it might be worth it for us to go with a Royal Giant. I'm actually gonna go Royal Giant right side, Fireball ready in case he has like Barbarians or something. I kind of expected him to have it. I faced this deck the other day, and Barbarians is for some reason quite popular in that specific Elixir Golem deck. So let's go with Fisherman. I'm gonna make sure to distract the Lumberjack, because sometimes the Lumberjack can get like a couple of swings in, and it does hurt quite a bit. So for 1 elixir, cycling towards your evolution, and also making sure you don't take any single hit, I think is worth it. And once again, looking for that King Tower activation, guys. If you can activate the King Tower, definitely make sure to do it. Okay, so Barbarians are not in Cycle quite yet. Phoenix is in Cycle, but Phoenix is not necessarily like the best counter against Royal Giant. We didn't have Fireball in Cycle, so I think an okay option here is to just pressure, try and get some damage on the right side while he is pumping up. I mean, we did deal a lot of damage. We just need to be careful with the elixir advantage he's gonna have because of the elixir collector and also because of the trade. And oh, it's actually Golem. Okay, so it's not elixir Golem. He actually has regular Golem. Okay, we need to be very, very careful with his Electro Dragon. I feel like Electro Dragon could be a problematic card for us. Okay, let's go with Wizard here. I'm gonna pop my ability already, see if we can maybe hit like... Nice. Please splash and kill the Electro Dragon. Oh my god, look at that splash damage, guys. Huge splash damage right there. Wow, okay, I don't want to say that that is game, but that first defense we just did is actually crazy. Let's go with a Monk here as well. I don't think he has like Barbell or something. He's probably gonna go Barbs on top of this. Let's go with another Wizard. Let's go with ability. Let's go with Skeletons. I'm gonna fly just in case he does go with Wizard or goes with Barbarians. And let's go with Royal Giant right side. I mean, that is good game, right? Like, there's no way he end defends the left and defends the right side, I think. Let's see what happens though. But look at the left side, guys. Left side is gonna go down. Right side should pretty much go down as well. It's gonna go down as well, man. What an amazing match. I love this Royal Giant deck, definitely. Really solid deck, really fun deck as well. Let's go with a Monk ability here just to tank a little bit. Let's go with a Fireball defense. And that is gonna be once again a nice and easy defense. Well, our offense has been great during the entire match. So guys, that is gonna be it for me for today's video. Amazing early season video, amazing push right there. 6-0, 2-0, 2-0, and 2-0 with all 3 decks. I'm gonna show the decks once again. Royal Giant Cycle, Hog Rider Nado, and Royal Hog Cycle. I feel like Wizard, definitely a very strong hero. People still need to kind of get used to it, but I think in certain situations, if you use it well, it has so much potential, and it's definitely a really strong and a really solid card, both defensively and offensively. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to smack the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.